Oh, hello! Welcome, everyone. I am Phoenix61. We play a lot of World of Warships Legends. We are playing Domination on Rapaste? Now we just want pasta. But we can't pronounce things in this game, especially ship names. But we are in the Tier 8 Japanese destroyer, the Kitakaze. This is the second tech tree for destroyers. And this is actually, you people typically think, of the Japanese destroyers are all torpedo boats, so the Kitakaze is not. And so we have very slowly been trying to learn how to play with this ship by learning things. We like to learn things the hard way here on Phoenix 61 channel. We'll demonstrate some of that as well tonight. But this is turning out to be... so I'm using a completely different commander than I do for my other Japanese destroyers, right? It's like my torpedo boats, my Shimikaze's got somebody, and then this is the other guy, right? So this is more... You almost have to think of this ship as a small cruiser. It really is all about the guns. You get one torpedo launcher that shoots 6. Like, the other thing too, like if your torpedo launcher gets like damaged, like if it gets destroyed, like you got nothing then, right? As a destroyer. But this ship has just awesome guns, HE shells, and I think it actually was actually got buffed in one of the more recent updates, right? So the guns are even... I think it's the guns. I don't remember what got changed on it, but it's definitely better, right? So this makes for... And I don't even have all the upgrades yet. Like, my health is... I think you get this up to, like, 20,000 once you upgrade. So I'm still working on the upgrades for it. I'm just too stubborn to use my global XP. But this turns out to be a really good destroyer hunter, as well as just getting, like, damage over time just because of how many guns you get. There's 4 turrets with 2 guns each, math is hard, but 16 guns. And they fire quick, and they do good. Like, you can outfit your commander. I think one of the commander perks you can pick, what's called, like, something Spark or something, right? So we'll send torps through the zone, and then I also use the reload booster here to send them after this destroyer. And I kind of regret using my smoke here. But see, he used his right as he got spotted, and then I didn't really even need mine, right? So we're gonna just hang out in the zone until we make sure we solidify this cap, and then we're gonna go hunt him down and kind of demonstrate just the awesomeness of the guns on this thing. But you can really rack up damage against cruisers and battleships too with these guns. Like, it is not to be underestimated. It's all about the guns with the Kitakaze. So absolutely, if you're an idiot like me and you just naturally hooked up your torpedo commander to this ship and you're like, this ship's stupid, like, that's why, because it's not. It's a small cruiser. Like, it's so much more. Yeah. It's a small cruiser with engine boost and smoke screen, right? So this Z-44, I think that ship's got way more health than I do. And we're just gonna eat through him pretty quick here. We are kind of concerned about torpedoes coming from him, so I'm trying to maintain some speed and some angle so that when we do see those, we can dodge them. But he potentially could have launched them at the battleships in Zone A. Like, we already lost 2 battleships, right? So we make pretty decent work of him, even for him being a tougher ship than us, right? It was just all about the guns. Yeah. So I still am using the legendary perk for where you still have maneuverability when you get, like, engine damage and stuff like that. But there's a legendary perk that just makes your guns even better. So if you're a gung ho kind of guy and doesn't need defensive perks, you can just really go for it, right? But this is a game that kind of demonstrates my enjoyment of World of Warships Legends. Like, I tend to have fun playing this game even when I'm gonna lose, like even in a losing match, right? Like, I try to make the best of it. So we don't win this match, so please keep watching though. Please keep watching. Exciting things still happen, right? And that's why I like it. Like, I can still have exciting moments even when I'm getting my butt kicked. And then, you know, of course, if you die, if you're sick of this game, you can just go start another game, right? Like, so that's like kind of the beauty of it, right? But so we get a little bit of cover here behind the island. We're kind of just out of spotting range, and we're just like gonna unload on this battleship, this Alabama. Of course, our shots were terrible at the start. I'm still learning, you guys. Still like, but this is cruiser level gunfire, right? Like he's like, if he spotted me because I just couldn't stop firing, and then this main's here too. And I was like, look at the bullets, like make it rain, like, you know. And then like just your fire triggering ability, like I feel like I'm playing a Japanese cruiser almost, right? But like the guns reload crazy fast. We do have like commander perks for like you know, faster reload of guns and stuff like that, but like this is just beautiful, right? So I'm trying to maintain like not being spotted, and like right now, like the game seemed like it was going good. Like I don't know what happens, but like we just end up being the only guy left. So I'm guessing it's like poor angling of our battleships, and they probably get wrecked by this Iowa and somebody else, right? But so we are able to tuck behind this land mass here and just rack up damage. Like, you know, each bullet doesn't do a lot, but you get a lot on. Like, look at those, are going 900s, like, you know. So just, it's, you know, I feel like I'm playing the Atlanta or something, like, except it's a destroyer. So you kind of get a little bit, you know, you get the speed and maneuverability and, you know, almost the full concealment of a destroyer. I think I've got this, I think it's like 6 kilometers, so, you know, it's kind of a bigger boat, right? But yeah. So these guys, like these battleships, anticipate us really, really well, right? So we use the reload booster here, because I was hoping they would keep pressing through the zone, but they killed our battleship that they were. I think that's why they, you know, stopped. Like they decided to just hang out. Like they've got this game won, get the zone cap, finish off. You know, like they don't need to press, right? Like we're the team that has to make the move, right? So I send torpedoes around there. And then I'm like super pissed that we get picked up by the sonar here, because it just ruins all my plans, right? We were gonna try and be sneaky. Oh, so the Baltimore sacrifices himself for the Iowa side, which, like, I get it. Like, I probably would have done the same thing. You're like, oh, okay, I'm a Baltimore, and I'm about to take out an Iowa, right? Like, just by ramming him. But yeah, so we're out of reload boosters. The reload on the torpedoes is just stupid long. Like, I wish, like, something, I feel like there still needs to be some sort of change with the torpedo situation, because it's just so awful. Of course, with this commander, like, we don't have any, I'm not using any commander perks that, like, you know, increase reload speed for torpedoes. Like, it's all, everything goes towards the guns. Because that's where the strength is, right? Like, that's where the strength of the ship is, so that's where you need to put your commander, you know, perks and whatever you want to call them, right? So, but that's, yeah. So I was hoping that this battleship would, like, come closer. I was kind of thinking, like, well, maybe he's got will to rebuild. You know, like, turn in, right? Turn in, but he's still kind of broadside to the enemies, right? I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, call out a ship for me to shoot at. What do you want me to do, right? Like, I'm gonna get spotted. They're gonna shoot me first. They'll save you for last, buddy. Like, so I'm like, all right, I'll stick my nose out a little bit. So we get at least the front guns to get through here without being spotted. So we're getting 2 turrets on target here, seeing if we can't trigger some fires and do a little bit of superstructure damage, right? And then this Palmer shows, you know, sticks his nose out back here. So now our battleship's broadside to just even more ships. So he goes down quick, right? Yeah, that's how that played out there. So I'm kind of thinking, like, I'll get, you know, maybe I dump torpedoes back towards Zone A here. But I'm like, you know what, like, I can't win this. My torpedoes reload, I need torpedoes to take out 3 battleships, like, in 5 minutes, right? It takes them 2 minutes to reload, and I got 1 rack of 6. Like, it's just not happening, right? So we're gonna YOLO rush somebody, and this, I figured this Jean Bart was coming in on us. So we'll point towards him, wait till he fires his front turrets, and then we'll kind of make our move, right? So so the trick was surviving that volley, and then now we're gonna make our move. So we're turning right. He's doing the smart thing by trying to point towards us, but our patience is going to pay off here. Wait till you can swing back around and turn left back into him, and then we're going to get way more torpedoes on target, right? So we get the devastating strike there. So that was one of those things where I was like, you know what? Like, it sucks to lose, but sometimes you have those, like, happy moments in the game, and that's why I keep playing this game. Like, just honestly, like, you know, like, I lose plenty of battles just like everybody, right? But yeah, so we'll go in and see what's what here in the B cap, but I have high confidence that something bad's gonna happen, right? So I got overconfident with these torpedoes, and I didn't switch it into reverse, and so we take one, and we totally could have gotten rid of that Ostergotland, like. If we hadn't taken that torpedo hit, we would have been able to outgun him, right? So I was like kind of mad that like I wasn't smarter about dodging those torpedoes, but I just got like, I was so hot. I was like, we got that kill. Like I got this. I felt invincible after taking out the Jean Bart. We do make top of the leaderboard for our team with 1700 XP. I'm sure that last YOLO push there is what did it for us, right? Didn't feel like we did too much in the beginning, other than we had that one-on-one fight with the German destroyer, right? So we're using this dude, right, to KO, and then we've got destroyer main battery reload, and then HE shell damage for our inspirations right here, okay? And then base rate's nothing great, but then anything that you would normally pick a torpedo spot for, torpedo speed, screw it. We hardly have any torpedoes, right? So destroyer main gun, HE shell damage plus 13%, so I'll take that over the detectability, right? And then of course smoke screen's better here. If you can sit in your smoke screen and unload those guns, like that's going to be huge, right? So that was probably our downfall. We didn't have that opportunity enough. We needed some other people spotting. So yeah, we're still working on the upgrades. I think I still have one more upgrade. And the other thing too was I was dumb and didn't know with this ship that it wasn't your typical Japanese torpedo boat. Like I wasn't even like paying attention. I'm like, oh, Japanese destroyer unlocked, Japanese, like whatever. So when I got the first unlock, we picked the torpedo, the torpedo mod. So now I gotta work to get the guns and armor up, and those are really the things that are more important, right? So don't be like me. Don't be like Phoenix 6-1, right? But I really like this camo on this ship, right? It's pretty cool. These zoomed in views are just always awesome on these ships. But yes, we are trying to do a World of Warships video every day. So please make sure to subscribe to the channel and only like the video if you actually liked the video. But thanks for watching through the whole thing, guys. Have a good night.